Hi everyone, welcome to MURFS Models. And who doesn't love a raspberry and passion fruit layered yogurt? Delicious. I also happen to like a foil top. But anyway, let's get back to the yogurt. Yum, yum, delicious, delicious. But guess what? Over lockdown, I started making a castle. And I found that these foil tops were actually pretty good for making rocks and stones and all sorts of stuff that castles are built on. So I collected loads of foil tops. And here is the castle I created. Ba-bum! All I have left to do is fill in this particular spot with crumpled bits of foil and turn it into a rocky outcrop. So, yogurt from the Greek yogurt style, from the layered yogurt style. In fact, any kind of foil top will do. And what I figured, at the bottom of this staircase, there would be a cave. So now I'm just marking out where I think this cave should go so that I can get my scalpel blade out. Here we go. And take out a hole in the rock. But no, it's not really rock. It actually is more foil. So with a bit of pushing and shoving and a bit of scalpel blade cutting and a bit of scissor work, I'm slowly getting a sort of cave-like entrance created. Underneath that, cardboard, which is the structure of a castle. Okay, so scrunching up aluminium foil is a little hobby of mine, and I thought I'd show you how I do it. It's pretty simple, really. I don't put much thought into what each foil shape is going to look like. I kind of mold it into the form and the shape of what I'm trying to create. So I add on pieces here, there, and everywhere. And once I've got it in some sort of order that I like, I get out my long glass-headed pins and start pinning it into the cardboard frame. That way, it'll stay in place and I'll be able to get on to the next process. I also collect baking trays made of foil. Oh yes, if there's aluminium foil anywhere near me, it's mine. So here, I am actually scrunching it up and I'm going to use that bit of foil to make up a whole huge chunk of stone that lies at the bottom of the castle. And again, using glass-headed pins, nice long ones, I managed to get into the corners and the edges. I can hide the pins and hold it in place. What I love about these little yogurt foil tops is that you can scrunch them and put them, fill up holes and stuff so that it actually starts to look like, rather than the rock has been attached to the stone, that the stone is actually built around the rock. And I mean, that is the trick, to try and make it look like the stone was there first, or the rocks were there first. And then the stone was cut, shaped, and turned into a lovely long spiral staircase. So a few more bits and pieces into shape, and some more pins to keep it all there, keep it in position. I'm making a little bit of a balcony, like a little bit of a lookout place perhaps. Next process, after we put all the foil on, is to mix up some of my favorite wallpaper paste. All-purpose wallpaper adhesive does the trick every time. All you need is some wallpaper paste with those flaky bits and some water and a teaspoon. Mix it up, give it a good stir, and voila, you have glue within probably about 3 or 4 minutes. The next thing to do is to tear up the paper, one of my favourite jobs. Tearing up the paper mache, well, it will be paper mache after it's been drenched in glue. Tearing up little strips so that we can start to glue the paper onto the foil. So here we go. What I like to do is actually put the newspaper strips into the glue, let the glue soak right through, and then slowly but surely start to cover the foil rocks. It's quite a messy process, but it does the job. You just need to make sure that each piece of newspaper is glued and flat so that it all holds together as one big chunk of what will look like, in the end, I hope, stone and rock. And there you can see is the cave entrance, which will eventually look like a proper cave. There's the new bit of rock attached to my model of the castle. The castle bits are actually on the ground next door. Loo roll. Da-da-da-dum! Another one of my favourite occupations, tearing up bits of loo roll, very satisfying, and creating little squares that I can then apply over the newspaper to create that rocky texture. Again, wallpaper paste. The newspaper has dried. Now it's time to put a layer of wallpaper paste over the top of the newspaper and lay on bits of tissue. Tissue paper, nice and soggy, get it right into the corners, the edges of the rock surface. Layer upon layer. In fact, it's probably good to do about 2, maybe even 3 layers of tissue so that it completely covers the newspaper. Voila! There's the castle that I created over lockdown. And there is the cave. See you next time on MURFS Models.